what's up, y'all? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hope you all having a great Thursday. I myself having a great Thursday because it's the start of my weekend. Today is my Saturday. And I'm here giving y'all live. You see the thumbnails. Going to be Love is Blind, Ready to Love, and Marriage First Sight. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to talk about something that just spilled out to me. I ain't going to make this live too long, depending on who's here or not. If a lot of people ain't watching and seeing me and making no comments, I'm going to quickly go through this and be about my day and continue the rest of my night. Hey, listen, we got some things to discuss, y'all. Hope y'all all enjoying yourself. And let's get into it. I ain't gonna waste your time, and let's jump right into it. Let's do shows update first to give some people time to come in. Replay game, appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button. I know that's right, CM. But I know you here to show support and love. I love it. Hey, I watch it for y'all. But to be honest, I'll tell you how I feel about these shows. I'll tell you. Special Love is Blind. Because how they did this season, it's like, what is y'all doing? Hey, wait, hold up. Shine bright like a diamond. You're beautiful like diamond in the sky. What's up? What's up, y'all? I know that's right. Let's quickly go through this. Trading Season 3, the new episodes tonight. I think I forgot last week, so I got to watch last week and this week tonight. And then after this tonight episode, y'all will get the pre-recorded review of that up probably by this weekend. Ready to Love. We're going to talk about the last two episodes tonight. Real House of Atlanta is coming back next month. It's coming up soon, so hopefully it's a good season because it got us waiting for a long time for no apparent reason. Beyond the Gate is an all-black soap opera, and I can't wait to see that. And I want to do like a panel style, so if anybody interested in talking with me, let me know. Love is Blind Season 8. Y'all know the big depth review will be when they start their vacation. Right now, child, I'll tell you how I felt. It was 6 episodes. And all 6 episodes was mainly in the pause. I don't know what the hell they made this freaking season so long with the pause conversation, which I understand. I understand because they want to show us a lot of the conversations, but the conversations y'all keep showing us was over and over and over again, the same people. And to the point, I wasn't paying attention to most of the stuff. I ain't took notes, a lot of notes about what the conversation was. Only took notes on what that stood out to me, and that's what I'm going to explain to y'all tonight. All right? Anything else, that's it, because it was long, dusty, dry. And yes, it's not much of diversity. And I'm going to put it like that. Survivor Season 48. It's a watch-along, and it's a watch-along, so I can't wait to see that. I watched the last 2 seasons, so I will watch this season. Men's Race is another show I used to watch. That's something that a lot of people don't know I watch, but it's a watch-along if y'all interested in watching that with me. And then The Family Business New Orleans, I got to watch the latest episode. Beauty in Black is coming back next month. In the part 2, I did review part 1 of the season 1, so y'all will continue to get my review on that. Fair Fiance, I have not forgotten about Fair Fiance. I said I was going to do a pre-recorded. I still going to do it. Just I ain't get to do it yet. Yes, thank you, boo. Hey, please feel free to like, share, comment, and please be respectful and stay amazing. Yes, as always. Hey, Mizzies, that's where you are. Join the Mrs. family. And what else? And that's that. I just browse through it and see what's going on. Ciao. So let's get into it. Like I said, I ain't gonna waste your time. Let's get into Love is Blind. Let's start there. All right. So this season, like I said, this season was mainly, it was 6 episodes. The next set of episodes coming out tomorrow. And the 6 episodes was just was the pods, and I would say the pods is my least interesting part of the show. I like to see how it goes from then on, but it extended the season. Usually they give us like 4 episodes of pods, and then they go to the trip, and I said good. But now this season, then it extended it, which I was like, I don't understand why they did that, but they did an article explaining their decision and why they made it pause as a storylines and drama happened pause and everything, and they wanted to capture a lot of the moments that was happening in the pod. I said that's cute and all, but it still was long, dried out, and they kept saying the same thing over and over most of the time. How many times I'm going to hear about somebody talk about their Christmas plans, their Christmas cards, their Christmas things, their Christmas? I said, this is motherfucking round. Hold up, let me not start yet. It's around on maybe freaking Valentine's, whatever, around January, February when they filmed this thing. So why always talking about Christmas? Because I know one episode they said, well, Happy Valentine's Day was my birthday. So I was like, okay, so y'all filmed this probably around in February and January, or January, February. So what are we doing on talking about all this freaking craziness about some Christmas this and Christmas cards? I make my own Christmas this, Christmas that, Christmas this. I said, okay, whatever. And then it was a lot of talk about political views and political values, which I understand. But it was a lot of that, more so of anything else that I heard, whatever. And then, people connected and whatnot. But I just had like the long pods episodes because each episode was like an hour. And then we got one proposal, and then the majority of the proposal wasn't there too late, close to the end of the couple of episodes. So I was like, okay, so we just gonna drawing this out for what apparent reason, but whatever. But let me show you some pictures of the people. So we have 5 engaged couple and 1 engaged couple at the end of the episode 6 have revealed something, which I will explain that scenario, which I kind of seems fishy about how she's explaining the scenario and whatnot. I don't know if they're going to go beyond the trip or not, but based on that, we'll see how episode 7 goes. So with the exception of that couple, we have 4 ones we know going to the honeymoon trip. And then we had another couple that could have been engaged and going on a trip. But that ended because the freaking dusty ass behind Alex. Now, I know people going around online talk about who he is and what the issues about him and some alleged tea exposed about him. If y'all know, y'all let me know what's the thing, because I wasn't even paying attention when people was dropping on tea about him because I wanted to watch the season, whatever. I don't know who was watching the season. I was watching me, but I wasn't listening. All right, let's show who the people are. So we got Virginia and Devin. That's one couple right here. I wrote the names down. So y'all see, I'm getting cute. Virginia and Devin. That's a couple. We got Lauren and Dave. We got Monica and Joey. We got Sarah and Ben. And this last slide, this is the couple I was telling you about what the whole end of episode 6, they had a conversation that's kind of seemed like they may be may break up or not, but we'll see. Taylor and Danielle. And then I listed other people that was in the parts that was a significant part of the storylines. And I'm going to explain a little bit about those too. Molly, Brittany, and then you see Alex, Madison, Mason, and Meg. That whole little thing. So moving forward, it'll just be the first 4. And then if they do show more of Taylor Daniel, I'll probably show that. And maybe these schools, I'll probably delete these or I'll just keep it up there because whatever. All right, let's get into it. All right, to be honest, like I said, I didn't take any major notes of the the people who made the couples people and what they was talking about that made them decide to be together. I didn't take no major notes on that because like I said, these episodes are so long, and I don't really care about the parts. I usually care about when after the trip. Anybody who be watching my reviews on Love Is Blind, I usually don't start the review to the trip time because that's what is the major meat and potatoes. And that's when I can start getting the nuances about the relationship, what come about, the traction, what they discuss, what's the issues, how they handle communication. That's what I care about more so than the parts conversation. But so I might not have a lot of details about some of these why they chose together, but I have some things to discuss. All right, no sense. Let's go. So one thing I do want to talk about was let's get on with Brittany. Let's do Brittany real quick. Brittany, it's gonna be out of order. There's no particular order that I'm talking about this day. Brittany. So Brittany was Devin's another choice. Devin picked Virginia, so they together and engaged. But he also had a connection with Brittany. And to be honest, yes, I know his connection with Virginia, but I don't know about Virginia. I was like, I don't know. We're gonna see how she is because the meetup, she would say a lot of thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I said, girl, you're gonna be saying thank you all the damn time. Like, I mean, I know you try. She did a little bit of compliments, but I was like, oh, God, I'm okay, again. We got it. Thank you. Are you feeling the guy or you not feeling the guy? Or you just playing along or what? Because all that thank yous is okay, that's cute. But he also had a connection with Brittany. And the reason why him and Brittany might not be the match right now, because they had a conversation apart where Devin mentioned about his addiction to painkillers. And he said he plays basketball. I think that's a major thing they was talked about in the past about he played basketball. I don't know he does professionally right now, but I know he counsels youth. He counsels youths and helping them with sports and exercise and all that stuff like that. And to be honest, I feel like him and Brittany probably would have been a better match. But I don't know, maybe they would be a better friendship, whatever they say. Because they mutually ended with each other. But I think the only way they did that because after when she revealed about herself. Now, if y'all don't know, he mentioned that, and then Brittany was consoling him and was supportive. She didn't make about herself and said, "Oh my gosh, I can't be with nobody." Or how you doing with painkillers? She ain't do none of that. So she was there. So she said, as we open up with each other, I feel like I could open up to you because that's a safe space. So when she started opening up, she mentioned how her sexuality and how that the previous relationship she was in was with a woman and it was good. The woman wanted to propose to her and want to be with her and everything, but Brittany at her stage didn't feel like that's not something she wanted to do. She knows she always wanted to marry a man and have a family with a man and have kids with a man, but at the same time, that sometimes she they're women. And she had a few instances with females and whatnot, but I don't think she sees a marriage with a woman. But she said she loves love. She said whoever she's with, she focuses her energy on that person. So she's a monogamous person. So she doesn't do that polygamy thing. So she's monogamous. If I'm with you, I'm gonna be with you. But I do understand, like the people might even back in the mind, she said, okay, so are you really in? Are you not doing in with me? But or you might have some interest in stepping out, or at least interested in looking at a woman if you are in a relationship with me. Not necessarily means that she will do so, but this is something that people might be thinking about when they're in a relationship. Like me, I'm in a community myself, yeah, so like that. And at that moment, I felt like Brittany wanted to hear like support from his side because after she mentioned all of that, and if you watch the episode, it did seem kind of vague how she explained it. Whether she may dip a dabble back into the female pond or this is that, or she just completely closed off with women or just want to be married, but her sexuality is still there, or she's still exploring. a lot of that stuff is still in the question, the air, how she explained it and stuff. I said, okay. But I think at that moment, I think she just wanted him to be supportive as much as she was supporting when he told his story. And I think that's what she didn't get, because after he said, oh, I now have to think about it. I got to think about this more. It's like what you just told me. And it kind of made her feel like she was getting judged, because when he told his story, she didn't judge them. She didn't judge him. But I felt like she was being judged because she didn't get the support that she needed. And not that she expected that he had to accept her or he had to accept her sexuality or whatever, because at the end of the day, if you don't want to be with someone who is bisexual, that's his right. But I felt like at that moment, I don't think she was like forcing it upon him. I think she just wanted him support and said, things will be okay, explain things to me, let me how you feel, and we can get through this. And I don't think that was reciprocated. And I felt she felt slighted about that. This is Devin I'm talking about. If y'all remember what he looked like, that's him. So I know she wrote an article lately. He's talking about how he was internalized homophobia, or he was mama boy. I don't know about all that. I don't know his really complete thoughts. I think later on, if we have a conversation with Brittany and Devin, and we get more of him, how he feel, because after the day he just was taking it back. He said, "Oh, I just got to think about it," and I think she felt like he was making it about him, about himself, and it whatnot. And I get it, because also at the same time, I do want someone who is accepting and wanting of me, because at the end of the day, if we get children and you have some kind of eternal hate or dislike against the community, you might have that when we have children. So that's a lot of things she might be thinking about as well, on top of her. And but to be honest, I think that Brittany, maybe she could have been more refined in her decision. Maybe it was exploring is stage right now. She just still figuring things out, and I think she just wanted the support for him. But they had a second conversation, and she was doing most of the talking. He didn't give her a chance to talk because she had left the conversation, and she ended it on him. She felt like he's not the person for her, and he agrees. He's Brittany's not the person for him, and whatnot. I said, did you felt that way because after she revealed herself of being bisexual and like a woman? Because if she never revealed that, will you still feel that she was your person? Or you still be juggling Brittany and Virginia and see who's down the person you wanted to be with? Because that's the only way I feel like he felt that she's not the person, because after she revealed herself. And she was honest, and I'm glad that she tell him about this. I know it's something that I think she realized she didn't. She said in the national television, so everybody will know now. And I don't know if her family knew or her friends or whatever, but it's out there. And she's supposed to part of herself. And I think she just wanted a little bit of support for him. But I don't know if he said, oh, she's not the one, because he always felt that way and he had a better connection with Virginia, or because she just revealed what she revealed. And then he said, oh, you're not my person. And what you said, like I said, it's his right. He don't have to deal with her. But I just felt like if that's something he have internalized, whatever it is, I don't know what his viewpoints is. So we didn't get much. She just was taking it back. He just said he just had to think about it. And that's what it was. And I said, oh. But that's that. Now we're on the slide. Let's move on to this people right here, because it was a lot going on with these, and then whatever. So you see this guy Mason right here, this little dusty behind Mason. Mason was connected with Meg and Madison. The names was top. And Meg knew from the beginning that Mason was her person. She was excited every time she get in the freaking parts with the ladies, or the quarters with the ladies. She always, and she just was all hype. I said, "Girl, can you just relax?" Like she just like all hype. Oh my god, my man, oh my god, I'm so happy. We gotta go down. I said, she's speaking a mile a minute, And I said, I just need you to whoop, 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 hype the hypeness down a little bit, because he could have other connections and he might play with you and you might not get what you wanted and you just so hyped with the guy. And I was like, okay. And then Mason was then with Madison, right? Throughout the thing, Mason and Meg had more of the number one kind of spot with each other, and then Madison was number two. Now, Madison also was connected with Alex, right here. Madison connected with Alex and Mason. And she to her mind, Madison mind, she had a little bit stronger connection with Alex, but she just want to see how she's going with Mason, because she did like both of them. But the reason why she was leaning towards more Alex, because Alex was reaffirming her and affirming her reaction, her feelings, that he could be with her, they could see a life together, they could be married, it's like that. Mason, on the other hand, he was sliding. He was living in a battle in the middle with these two ladies, Madison and Meg, and never really give a clear affirmation to either one. So it left it kind of like vague, and it's kind of makes some people like, okay, I need to know, because like we get glass in the wire, and I'm dangling this thing with me, and you not making find that decision. It's not. And I like that they say, you know what, I like the season. They would say, you know what, I understand you got other connections. This is what the process is. This process. And I'm glad that a lot of people, they made no ultimatums to each other and said, oh well, you need to pick. But at the same time, you need to be more forward. Express yourself. Stop being vague. Yes, we understand you had no connections and nobody knocking that. But at some point, you have to be close to make a decision to who you really feeling more towards. And then when you have that, be honest with the person, so that person can find other connections or move on to their other connections, and you could solidify with the person. So I'm glad that a lot of people, they give you the ultimatums, but I also let them know their worth and realize and say, okay, I understand that, and you gotta find your decision. You gotta make the right one, but be upfront and honest, and don't be playing me. And that's what Mason did. Cause now Mason went home with nobody. He went home with nobody. He had his number one person who was down, ride down for him from the beginning. Meg. Meg was all for Mason. She had no other. She had nobody else. Only Meg had anybody else. It was mainly Mason, and Mason had another connection, Madison, and so Meg was always number one mostly, and Madison number two. So when Madison would talk about, was kind of put a little pressure. They give no ultimatum, but she was going to put a pressure to say, let's say I have another connection and this and that. I didn't see where your head is at, because I am connecting with you and I like where we're going, but you not giving me something that make me fight, because you're making it easier for me to go towards Alex and you not saying nothing to like for me. And then he told Madison, number two, right? That he committed to Madison. He's committed to Madison. He said that. Then the next day, the next time they had a date, she confronted him about it and said how she feel and everything like that, because at that time I think Madison and Alex became boyfriend and girlfriend, or at least solidified themselves being boyfriend and girlfriend. But she just wanted to talk to him about it. Say, you was saying this to me, and this, what's going on? And Meg is a great woman. I think you'll be good with Meg. Just be honest, upfront and honest. But you telling us different things and whatnot. And you say you committed to me, and she's thinking whatnot, and she's up here in cloud nine with this guy. And I said, Meg, you got to start building your, come on, girl, come down reality and be realistic about this. And then he told Madison, he took it back. He didn't mean it. So I said, so you said you committed to Madison and then take it back? I was like, listen, this is season 8, y'all. Season 8. Y'all know y'all watch the show. Y'all watch the show. Y'all should know what not to do and what to do. Everybody know y'all have multiple connections. What we don't like is you playing with people's emotions. You dangling two people is fine. You have two connections is fine. But don't tell one person one thing and then they thinking something and then the next person confronts you and then it's a different story. No. You, Mason, should have told Madison that if you didn't really feel committed to that. And she felt that. And that's when she ended up breaking up with Madison and said, listen, I can't be with you. We connected with and you might lose both of us. And the reason why she said that because it's like you playing the game by telling me this, and then she's thinking one way, and then she can have a future with you, but that's not what the reality is. And now she got to start thinking about this. She say, listen, I got to be with someone who's clear with me, who know what I want. From day one, it's always been you, but you has been dangling back and forth, and they're giving no clear direction what you going for. And the only way you now with me that you want me because this person breaking up with you. And then you told this person you come in with them, you're number two, when I always been your number one. And so now I feel like I'm a rebound and whatnot. So Mason, they would show a lot of Mason of this season too. And for him not even get nobody, he got sent home because he had no connections. Meg decided to be with Meg said, I can't be with you right now. And I said, see, you was dagging all this stuff like that. You told the one person you took something, you said something, you took it back, which it was dusty for you to do that. And now Meg said, you know what, I gotta believe myself and realize I can't settle with a man like you. And I said, you know what, I like that. I like that. I can't settle for you because I deserve more. I deserve someone who could be sure about me, who know that I am the person and not just use me as a freaking backup because the person you want to play mind games. I say, y'all don't get on shows and do this type of things. It's like y'all should know what games you play. Don't tell ladies the same kind of thing. Got them both thinking they're all special. If you know these two different people, you tell them the same thing. That's one red flag number one. Don't tell one person something and then you will take it back and then they comparing notes and then you saying this person saying that. And it's like, y'all know they talk. Y'all talk, ladies talk. So guys, y'all need to be better. And stop acting stupid. And to be honest, I'm glad that we have a lot of bad people in the class. Because you know what? Because I'm always tired of them trying to show us like we struggle. Let us see other people who have the same struggle. It's not just us. And promise is universal. And we see it. And here go Dusty Alex. Now, Alex was getting my nerve. Because he asked, one of the questions he asked in the pods was your attachment style. Y'all know the different attachment style is avoidant attachment style, the secure attachment style, is ambivalent avoidant attachment style. So other type of attachment styles. And she said she's more of avoidant attachment style. And I don't remember what his attachment style is. I think so. He said I was scared of him a little. And I understand. Like she said, she was being honest. She was up front being honest about herself and whatnot. Now, here's the thing I didn't like what Alex was doing. Okay, so he's going on and on about this, or you're scary, and this is that, it's scaring me, and all that. I was like, okay, but she's still, you still like her, you're still interested in, you say all the right things or whatnot. You say what to say. She's like you, she like her. It's like it is what you have a good, strong connection. You need to work it out and everything. And I don't like how you big grown people coming on these shows acting like, oh, it's scared of communication. It's scared. I say we gotta communicate. You gotta communicate, and communication is always not gonna be peaches and cream. Sometimes it's gonna be that tough times when you have to communicate with each other, and you have to get through it as maturely as possible to grow. You're not always going to agree with everything. For you to say communication, I said first of all, you got also issues with communication because when the whole thing when Madison and Mason went down, and Alex and Mason talked, Alex was basically talking to Madison because I said, first of all, I was like, listen, are you supposed to propose? This is supposed to be a proposal. And you up here go on and on and on about Mason and about Mason this, about Mason that, and that his fetish is valid. And I was like, and she kind of said, I don't want to talk about it that day. You kind of invalidated my feelings. He said, no, your feelings are valid. I understand the feelings. He said, I just always understand the person. I said, boy, bye. Boop, boop, boop. Get the fuck out of my face with all that bullshit crap. What are you talking about? I'm an understanding person. His feelings is valid. I said, first of all, how his feelings is valid when he tell Madison that he committed to her and they took it back. Like, come on now. If that was the same thing when you was reverse, how do you feel if somebody did that to you? That don't make any damn sense. It makes you be ashamed of yourself. He said, I don't know why I said that. I said, no, you should have realized why you said that. I said, I don't know why you said that in the first place either if you did feel committed. So you need to stop that. You need to stop that. And then Alex going on and on about how he's finished, how his feelings is valid, his feelings is valid, his feelings is valid, he got a valid reason, and he kept invalidating Madison's. So Madison said, oh, I feel like you invalidated me. And then he said communication. I said, he said, I need you to tell me if stuff needs to be said, not to be said, and move forward and let me know. She said she just told you not to continue down the road with Mason, and you kept going. And he said, oh, I apologize for that. I said, see, that's exactly, you talk about communication, you need to work on yourself damn too, because she just told you why you harping on this thing, and it's hurting, and her feelings is validating, and you just told her to tell you, and she's just told you. So you're not even paying attention and listening to what she said. And then he said about whole command communication, and she had the computer side. Said, I'm not going to, I promise you, I'm going to be trying the best as I can, communicate with you, but we have to let you know it's reality. We not always going to agree on something. We're going to communicate, and we have to have disagreements, and you have to be sometimes mind to communicate with you. And I need some time and everything. And all that stuff going on. Both he said he's scared of that, and he can't build it. He knows it takes a big leap of faith and jump into the marriage with her if the communication is not right. And I said, well, y'all build the communication, but you're not perfect your damn self, because I don't know why you took that part of the time to keep monopolizing the whole freaking scenario about Mason. I said, Mason's not here and Mason's gone, so boy, bye, get the F out my face. If I'm Madison, I said, listen, stop talking about him. So Madison and Alex decided not to be together. He broke it up with her. He didn't propose, and I was done with him. I said, get out of our face. Get out of our face. Now, I want to know what the hell people try to saying about him online. I guess I researched that. But get out of our face. Because you was a waste of time for no apparent reason. And Lauren, here go Molly. Molly and, let me see. Let me show you the other person. Dave and Lauren, and Dave and Molly. So Dave had two connections, Lauren and Molly. And I am over the antics. I am over it. I was like, listen, that's what I said. When I watch this show, I don't care about it anymore. I don't get want you to invest it and what they. I just go and talk about what foolishness they going on and be over with, because it just sounds stupid. We 8 seasons in and y'all doing the same tricks and stunts and shows like everybody else. Y'all know, y'all watch the show. So stop doing that bull crap. It don't make any sense. So I am over a lot of these dumbass people. It's just ridiculous. I was like, come on. Like I said, I can't wait for the trip so we can go on to meet the potatoes of their relationships. Because it's just ridiculous. I was like, that's what I'm saying. Listen, it is what it is. I don't get upset. I don't nothing, but I just go call it out because they sound stupid, a lot of them. Especially this whole thing. Mason, you could have had to deal with what you did. Like, come on. So Dave, Lauren, and Molly. And Dave was another person because Dave, something about Dave was seep off to me because Dave going to the park. He said he's scared to be happy. He's scared. I said, boy, stop scared. And he talked about his sister a lot. Now, I don't know whose sister is blind. I think his sister is blind or something like that. Blind. But he talked about his sister a lot. His sister. I said, I ain't marrying your sister because I don't know why he need your sister approval older than time. I said, how old are you? Act like I need your sister approval. Boy, bye. Whatever. Say, and I could have sworn, if y'all watch this season, let me know. Did Dave tell freaking Molly? Dave told Molly that he was number one. He said what Molly was saying, and more so, and number one and everything. And Molly was taking of that. And then she went to Lauren and Molly to compare notes. And Lauren confronted Dave about that. And he said, "No, that I never said that. She was my number one." And I was like, she ran with that. I said, "Boy, I could have sworn you did said that." And stop playing. She ain't gonna come out of nowhere and just make it up that you said she was your number one. You was another one who dangling two people. And then when Lauren confronted, he said, "Oh, I didn't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved with girl drama." I said, "There's no freaking girl drama. It's something that you created. Don't tell one person that's the number one, and they gonna tell the other person, or they gonna brag in the freaking quarters because you know they're gonna talk, and then they gonna notes gonna be compared, and they're gonna confront you, and now you say, 'Oh, I didn't say that. No, I say that.' You did say, man. It seemed like Marty was up there and number one. If Lauren was always number one with you, you should never said that with Molly. So this is the games y'all playing, knowing that people ain't gonna they're gonna talk. Y'all think they isolation? Y'all think they in their individual headquarters? They're bad when no communicate. Then you can put something off like that. But you know you in your quarters with the guys, they in the quarters with the ladies, and they gonna talk. So stop acting stupid. And then you gonna tell us you scared of being happy. So any happiness happening, you scared of that? What you gonna do? Sabotage it? Lauren, girl, dial 911 if you need help, because that's scared and afraid mindset he has is alarming. And yes, you can work on that, but I don't know. No about time to be working on you being say you scared of being happy. Okay. What I remember about Sarah and Ben, I think Sarah would have been to be take a stance on just a social cues and social clauses like Black Lives Matter and stuff like that, because she talked about that, and I said, "Oh, okay." I granted, I mean, you support our Black Lives Matter. As granted, we love to have allies, but I just right away they used that example to take your stance, unless it's maybe one of the examples you could have used. But however, he said I could show you more of my actions than words. I said, no, that's not going to work. Your words got to mean something, just as much as your actions. So when you say you don't think about stuff, I said everybody got a thought about something. I know sometimes you may say, I got no comments because you had no opinion either way. That's something that happens. But strong stance like Black Lives Matter, I need to know where you stand. I need to know where you stand, because if you guys say anything else, you don't care about our rights and all like that, I can't agree with you. So I understand what Sad was talking about. So he reassured her that we have the same alignment, and I feel the same way about you. I said, okay, cool, because we ain't gonna try and be here in no freaking in the future in no freaking Instagram or Twitter like freaking Tamara husband doing right now. Talk about how he was 5 freaking years old, seeing people buying junk food and food stamps and that day, how he was appalled. And I said, boy, why the fuck are you talking about when you 5 years old, how you feel people buying stuff with their stamps? At the end of the day, like I said, I talked about this myself. If they would have banned junk food, I said, first of all, why are you worried about when people buying their food stamps in the first place? Second of all, if you're going to do that, then you have to make healthy options available, affordable. That way, people could go to the healthier options and buy those stuff over the junk food. When you make junk food more affordable than the healthier food that's supposed to help us live longer, then that's gonna be the what it is. So people gonna go what they go for. And sometimes when we have areas when there's many convenience stores, corner stores, and everything where they sell a lot of junk food and stuff like that, easy access for us, and then jack up the price of the healthier food, then 9 out of 10 times people gonna go with this cheaper prices because we're not making money like that. So for you to get out of here windmilling and saying what you're gonna stand somebody or support, I said, okay, you support with everyone, but you don't bring back your 5-year child. I had to lose that, but whatever. I said all that to say that yes, they did. This cast did talk about a lot about political views and values and stuff like that, about how you stand about LGBT community and your values and laws. I said it's good, it's interesting. So I get it. They showed us more of their conversation parts and how people feel about things, and let us watch it. Which I understand. I just ain't know why the hell they made it 6 episodes, hours long, and we just see all that. But I guess whatever. And last thing I want to bring up about Love Is Blind before we move forward. Like I said, it's really much to say because I ain't take no notes about the individual conversations. So all that will be done afterwards. Daniel and Taylor. Right here. Daniel and Taylor. So Daniel's biggest thing that he is short. I said nothing wrong with short stool because I had some short stools and they know what they do. I ain't gonna front. They got the swag and everything. Listen, they make up for what they lack of height. Like I'm just saying that. Period. So no one was short stool. Once you get the confidence and you can carry yourself, whatever, it is what it is. But I know some people feel like taller. They want to be tall. They can be taller than me, so you can lift me in and whatnot. I said, you whoop the whoop whoop. That is fine. As long as I treat you and treat you right. But that was one of his biggest insecurities about him being short, because he said he could have relationships, but that's a major thing. I said, a lot of people are superficial. You're not tall. They feel like you're unqualified, which is kind of messed up because it kind of make him feel like he's not worthy in a relationship, whatever. They tell that. So the end of episode 6 was kind of weird. And like I'm saying, I'm not fully on her side. I'm not fully on his side. I just don't know how I feel about this. Based on what they were saying, I just don't understand what went there. Okay. Because in the parts they mentioned about, will you post me on social media? They say yes. Yeah. I said, listen, I'm not big on social media like that. I'm on it, just watch things and make comment every now and then, and have a platform. So I gotta make myself visible in times to be reachable to my family, my Mrs. family, and stuff like that. And they can see how I view about things and post about things. But I'm not as much of social media presence like other people could be. And if I always feel like in relationships, it's cute and all, but I feel like a lot of people post each other just for validation for other people, not because they really genuine to show off their person. I mean, it's fine, but people be doing the most, in my opinion. Posting my man, this is this, that. And I said, if you go post the freaking good time, post the breakup too. Shall let us see something. So we ready in your life, so might as well show the whole computer journey. But but they want to get private when it comes to breakup. I said, don't get private now. You was all freaking big and bold posting. I mean, this not good. This, you hating on me, all that. But it could break up crickets. Everybody will be on mute. No, you better show the whole journey. It's like that. So I feel like it's not really a big deal if you post me or not on social media. Just don't try to downplay that you're in a relationship. That's the problem. In a relationship, people asking you like that, act like you being single. I said, no. So every now and then, yes. And you let people know, but actually gotta show that you're in a relationship and don't act like you're not when you're on social media. Okay. That's the problem that people have. It's not because you posted, that's one thing. But they pretending is another thing, pretending that you're not together. That's one thing. So they talk about that. I said, okay, fine. And then she said, when she met him, saw face to face, she try to say that his voice was familiar, face was familiar, so like that. It was very familiar for her, and she don't know maybe because she said she kept hearing his voice over time in the pause, and that's why it was familiar. But she just can't shake the fact. So she said she checked off social media, and she found out that he had followed her. He followed her, and then she never followed back. But she also had like stuff on her social media page. And she's an Instagram, all right? Instagram that stated some things that I guess they talked about in the past about family, be the nerves, or be Christmas, the holiday, a lot of stuff like she said. And she remember a photo of him standing in front of the Christmas tree, fireplace, Christmas tree with a drink in his hand. That's what she remember. And that's a lot of things you remember that details about him. So I'm saying, what are you trying to say? You trying to say that he is stalking you, and you was he knew you was the person he was talking to behind the pods all this long time. He knew your face. He knew what your likes. He knew all that stuff. You see, saying that he was creeping on your page and following all that stuff like that. And he said, I have a picture. He said, I don't follow you. He said, well, you follow me, unfollow me. And she said, you follow me just before we get on the show. I said, I would know how he would know you would be on the show in the first place. I mean, it's not far fetched because we know people who got on the show who knew each other outside of this thing, which I feel like y'all should really vet these people because this should not happen because it ruined the validity of the show. That one season when that freaking guy and girl knew each other, and that girl is in that freaking face, smiling her face, and then she pouring her heart to you, knowing damn well you knew the person she was dealing with. And I said, boy, bye. And everybody gonna lie and say, oh, at the end, it ruined our experience. I said, yes, it did. Yes, it did. Stop lying. It did. It did. Hear what y'all say. Nobody knows two people should know each other at all. Now, this whole thing with the social media thing, I can't really fully be on her side because I don't know. Because I said, girl, you remember a lot of details about him for someone you didn't unfollow back. How you remember all that? Because I don't remember what the fuck y'all have on your pages. Sure, I don't remember the stuff I posted on my page that much. So I said, how the hell you remember all that? And all that time for following and find out he follow you or not follow you, like, girl, you was really trying. Maybe she felt like it's okay. He proposed to me. I need to do background check. So maybe she started doing that. Let me look at my social media page. She said, oh, he did follow me. But then you started being very descriptive about a lot of things, the picture you seen. And she said, you know, and you feel like it's like kind of crazy, like, because it's like, it could be him, but it could be someone else. I said, girl, then try to find your facts before you confront him about something that he think that, because you kind of making an illusion that he was stalking and he knew who you were and he preyed on you and got what you wanted and that on the show. I said, that's kind of diabolical if you gonna say it like that and devious for him to do all that, especially he tried to come across like he this person that a good guy and they just only didn't give him much play because he's short. And that kind of affected his daily life because he could be a good quality mind, but you know people don't want him because he's short, and that's a superficial kind of thing. But you know people judge by physicality, compatibility too. So this whole social media thing, y'all let me know your thoughts because it's like so she felt like he used the information that was on her page for the advantage. I say you think he has that? I would say I don't know. People could study people, but I would say, Lord, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not going on my. If I follow somebody, knowing that times I ain't gonna be following and look at your page, especially I like you and everything, and I like it. Like no, I don't remember a lot of stuff you post because I gonna keep moving on in my life. I said, what the hell I'm doing? But I know there are people out there who is stalkerish. So I need to read this, continue this conversation tomorrow and see what more came about from this. If they continue the process or not. Maybe she's feel kind of scared about that. But I don't know. Something about that seems like, okay. What else did he do? Did he message you? Like, I mean, what else? Like, and when you saw him in the thing, why you didn't bring up? Whatever. Something about that seemed kind of weird. And that's what I'm saying. Because he said, what you described, I never had in my photos. So, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, but I can't wait for the next 7 episodes and let's start seeing how these people are on the trip. And that's what meat and potatoes gonna be about. But all right, y'all. But so far, if y'all know, if y'all forgot, this is the main 4 couples so far: Virginia and Devin, Norman and Dave, Monica and Joey, and Sarah and Ben. All right, let's get into Ready to Love. Sarah, take me some time. You wanna me to be, oh, 'cause I'm ready. I'm ready to love. And that's right. 56. 55. All right, let's get these photos. Let's talk about what these people are, who they are, and what's given. What's given. So I'm gonna go down the notes and what I got from these people. Deanna. Let's go to Deanna, y'all. Oh, no. Yes, y'all. Deanna is 34. No, she said 35 here. So, the age is here is different from what they said. So I'm going to go by what they said on the episode. Deanna is 35 years old. She's a firefighter. So, she got that. She's in a male-dominated field, but, she's good like that. And she said, but she wanted to be home. She wanted to be the film person in a household. And she want her man to lead. She want a man to lead because she said she's in a field that she is dominant. So when she's home, she would like to be the feminine one in the household and have a man to lead. I said, that's cute. And she was a very gorgeous woman. Like, there's a lot of nice looking all black cast in Philly. So I said, oh, I love it. I love it. Love it. Let her lead. And then we get Naeem. Let me show you what Naeem look like. So this is Deanna. Y'all see her? Y'all see Deanna in the corner? Cute. Y'all tell me y'all precious about these people. Deanna. And then we got Naeem. Naeem is 42, a gym owner. He said he loved physical touch. All right. And he said he adopted and he wants to love himself because he got adopted, to feel not unwanted and feel not to love, and he had to love himself and whatnot. I'm going to show you an introduction of who their people are, and then I'm going to give you the mixes, who talk and what they talked about. Angie is 40. Angie right here. Hold up. Angie. Angie is 40, a bartender, and she said she was engaged and she had the best relationship she could be in. But fortunately, the fiance passed away. So now she's back in the market looking for love. But she said the person that she was with, it was the best relationship. So I just want to know, is she going to start comparing whoever the new person to the persons that who she was with, who she loved, that's no longer here. So we'll see how that goes as well. Then we got Eddie. Let's see what Eddie is at. Eddie. Now, a lot of ladies love Eddie because his look, his tour, his features, and everyone, he was a nice looking guy. Now, a lot of his pictures doesn't do some of these people justice. Because look at Eddie right here. Like I said, oh, but he's not a bad looking dude. But on the TV screen, he was a nice looking guy. So a lot of people like Eddie. He's a general contractor. He cooks, he travels, he like to build places. I said, oh, okay, you can build places. Can you build me something right here? Can you fix this? Can you do all that? I said, yeah. And then that. So, he's well liked by the ladies so far. And let's go to Kiara. Kiara. Hi, what Kiara? This is Kiara, y'all. So Kiara is 33. She works at insurance. She a spoiled princess. So you gotta spoil me. I like the doors open for me and put up the chair. I'm the pillow princess. Yes. So and she also was really connected with Jay. And she was already started saying Jay is her man, her man, her man. I said, oh Lord. Not today, y'all. Not today. Y'all just met each other and now you go talk about her man, your man, your man. Already, girl. And this is Jay. Now people said he said people tell him that he looked like Omar Epps. If you squint your eyes a little to the left, to the right, and just do these, you can see the resemblance. But okay, whatever. Jay is 34. He's a cybersecurity specialist, and he said he's a confident because he got the Denzel walk, and he's a single dad. He's a primary parent of a single of a child, and I just want to know how that became to be because usually fathers will become single parents, especially the woman around, because usually the woman that's most main consistent parent, which is nothing wrong with that. I just want to see what's the dynamic, what led to that. But hopefully in the future he was playing. And so he said he got 2 kids, right? He's a single parent of 2 kids. And he said he was 11 years relationship. I think the kid's mother he had the 2 kids with was 11 years. And they left because they wanted more. And I think he said he got with her when she was young. So I want to know more of that dynamic about why they broke up. What's the reason you broke up? It's because you started so young, and then y'all grew up in a place, and y'all have 2 different directions in your lives, so y'all decided to end it and amicably split. So we'll see how that goes. Then we got Sahara. That's not Sahara. It's Sahara because that's how she said her name in the episode. Sahara. And not dry like the desert. She kept saying that numerous times in the episode. My name is Sahara, and not dry like the desert. I said go ahead Sahara. But also Sahara like to Sahara also like her crystals, her energies. Because she said she like to do potions and stuff like that. And she is a spiritualist and I was like, ooh. She said she had met her psychic. Her psychic told her she gonna meet her mate in July and whatnot. But she also do her potions and she also like candles and she do a lot of little spiritual stuff. I said, okay, so I'm like, okay, it's a horror. So now, no, hold on. There we go, Wayne. Oh shit, what was it? Yeah, I see Wayne. So Wayne is 36, a project manager. He's a mama's boy. Okay. And he said he want kids. And I said, okay. He want kids. And then we got True. Where's True at? I think True's right next to Wayne. No, that's not Tay. Keisha True is a cool. She a counselor. Well, she said they said school counselor here, but what she said she's a brand partnership manager. That's what she said. She said she want a new healthy relationship, and yada yada yada. And then we got Will. Will is a biotech recruiter. He got married twice. And each time he got married was after the passing of a passing of his parents. So the first time he got married, one of his parents died. And then the second time he got married, it was after his another parent died. So right after grief, he got married. And then both relationships ended within a year of each other. So most marriages just ended within a year. Go figure. We ain't gonna talk about the connections yet. Let's talk about the rest of the people. Cooley. That's Cooley. 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 Cooley is 32. She a flight attendant. She said she turned heads when she walked in the room because she's intimidated. People say feel like she's intimidated. She said, I'm not intimidated. I said, girl, okay, you believe that. Fritz. Here go Fritz. Fritz said he's 36, financial analyst. He like to travel a lot. He looking for a travel companionship. And he said he wants to show places to the person he's with. So whatever person he gonna be with, he wants to travel the world with the person. Show them this here, show this place, show this area, show this area. I said, okay, so you do a lot of traveling. That's cute and all, but can you sometimes relax and sit down, whatever. But it's good for the beginning relationship where you don't have no kids, no responsibilities to tie you down, and you can travel a lot. That's cute. Tay, a beautiful woman. There's a lot of beautiful women in this thing, but beautiful Tay, I like Tay energy. I like it. Hey Tay, and that flower dress like a nice old whore. Tay. She's a nurse anesthesiast. And she just said she want a nice, tall, muscular guy. That's what she like. I know that's right. And Cam, we got a little nice another firefighter with a nice bull-headed chocolate Cam right here. Cam, he's 33, firefighter. He wants somebody to know him to be him because it's like every time he tell people his profession, firefighter, they get to fantasize about him. And then she said he want people to see him. I said, okay, who you want that? I know that's right. Then we got Rocky. Let's go to Rocky. Rocky, right here. Rocky is a medical QA specialist. She said she want a grown-ass man and she write poetry. So I know that's right. And then we got Khalil right here. Khalil was a nice looking guy too. A lot of the guys was nice looking. And a lot of the ladies are beautiful too. It's a beautiful cast. And he did say he's a Wolfdeck Company VP and he lost his brother. That's all I got for him. Because he was mostly talking to Rocky most of the thing, but he got a lot of tattoos and whatnot. Then we got Cisco 41. I think he's the oldest male cast so far. But they put 38 here. Oh, no, never mind. I think Hussein is the oldest one. They put 38, but episode he says he's 41, so I don't know who's lying. Lying behind. So Cisco, 41. He's the diversionary liaison. He works out a lot. And the episode, he was taking off his shirt. Take off his shirt because it was hot. He said he was sweating, but he kept taking off his shirt. And I said, we know why you're doing that. Well, let's go on. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Yeah, Hussein. Hussein is a nice, tall, brother, nice guy. He's his a visual manager, interior design, and he used to play basketball in the past. And we got Rose. Now, Rose is so nice. Rose came in and said hi to everyone, complimented everyone. She said, hey, y'all, my name is Rose. How you doing? Oh, nice girl. I like you. It's nice tall. You like chocolate. You like nice shoes, girl. Like a little dress. She was saying hi to everyone. I said, go ahead, Rose, the energy. But Rose is 38. She a hairstylist. She also do like interior design as well. And she said she need a man. She ain't gonna be no people that I don't need a man. She said no. She said she needs a man, and she has a child, so she wanted to make sure that someone that she's with is okay for her being the mother. That's a child. So that's all the castmates, y'all. So enlarge this. Oh, so that's it. It's enlarge. It's all the castmates, and let's get into it. So they both, y'all know, usually in Ready to Love, the first episode is the big mixer, and after the mixer, like they eliminate two people, a guy and a girl, or sometimes two girls, two guys, whatever. But the problem I have with that is that you don't give people another chance to redeem themselves. Because maybe that first day jitters is what it is, and it's too many people connecting and whatnot, and it's like it's very hard to connect with everyone and make a big good first impression in that first mixer because too many people, too many things, like everybody compete with each other. And so you gotta really stand out. And sometimes you may not be horribly, but it may not be that right environment. So as I say, it needs to be taken multiple days before you eliminate someone and see how it goes. And this is what they did this season. So what, to eliminate the criticism of the past season, what they did is that they broke up the mixer in two separate mixers. So the first half of the mixer was the first set of people, and the second half of the mixer was the next set of people. And after the first half, the mixer they converse with each other, they talk, they're mingling, and they still pick the bottom male and female. And then what they did decided is eliminate them straight. What they did decided to eliminate them right away, what they normally would do. They decided to get whoever the bottom person a second chance to redeem herself by going to the next set of group of mixers and see how that goes. Right? And what happened with that, the next time was the bottom male and bottom female, and timing at the same time and give that person a chance. But we'll get to that, who was the bottom person in the second one. So let's go to Ready to Love. All right, so everybody come here. This is the first time wedding of ever in Ready to Love history. Because if y'all remember the season, this is a season I do remember talking about. Y'all remember the season with Cornelius and Camille and Zadia and Corey and all the people in that season? And if I remember correctly, the Camille and Zadia was like the kind of like a mean girl to the group and whatnot. And I do feel that way. And when I was watching that episode, you know, Corey was the guy who was a player, was telling everybody yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yes. Exactly, right? And because I reviewed that. Y'all remember that was that season and how Corey was telling everybody that he wanted to fly them out and take them out for birthday and stuff like that, a trip. And he was telling every female that. And he was the best man for Cornelius. It's like that. And I was like, oh, wow. Cornelius and Camille, y'all still together? Because I don't follow them afterwards. I don't know. After the show's ended, I don't care who stays together or not. I just watch the show to watch the show. And let's stay completely in the media eyes and we see what's going on. So I'm surprised they still together because I ain't careful because I feel like Cornelius was a pushover to me. And it seemed like Camille was bossy and doing too much. But he still liked the girl. They still together and they got married. Now, what Tommy did was an unofficial kind of wedding because they was gonna have the actual real one with his fans, their friends and family, and then a separate ceremony. They just had one on TV and to showcase that they is a marriage and they relationship still work. And I think that was a DC. Season. All right. And Zadia was the best friend bridesmaid maid of honor for Camille. I said, oh, Zadia. I remember Zadia too, because Zadia was a mean girl as well. Child, I remember that nasty spirit she had. So that was that. So conversation, let's get to it. So Will had this conversation. Will had this knack that he liked to take jokes and he liked to make jokes instead of being serious about it. And I think a lot of ladies felt that kind of way about when it comes to serious, sensitive topics. He would joke about it. I think that's probably his defense mechanism and how he dealt with grief and stuff like that. Because the way I explained it, I said, first of all, you say you get married twice. So everybody said, oh, you got married twice. And then you say each time you got married was after a passing of your parent. I said, okay, that's a lot of grief right there. Are you healing from that? Are you healing with that? Or have you dealt with that? And then he got married after each passing. And then those relationships ended within a year. Both marriages. So I was like, okay, but he's joking about it. So I was like, okay, maybe it's a deeper pain of him. Instead of dealing with that, he jokes. And sometimes people like that feel like we don't understand if you take life seriously or you're joking about it. So that's the issue they have with Will. It's like we can't tell if you're really serious or not. And when you're supposed to be serious, you can't understand not to joke all the time. Not everything is a joke and laughing and make it because the jokes don't always land. Because they try to be serious with you and you always want to take a joke and laugh about it. I said, no, we can't do that. So Horror and Will talked about, and they talk about some different about things, and they talk about kids, and it just depends on the partner. I said, no. It can't be depends on the partner. It should be depends on yourself. You know who you want kids or not, and whatever. Like I said, I tell people ask me, do I want kids? I said, I don't want kids as a single parent, but if I'm in a relationship with someone and we want to raise a kid together, that's fine. Because I grew up in a single parent household, and I don't want to raise a kid in a single parent household. So I say, if we have it together and we both raising it together, I'm open with it. Otherwise, no. And Kiara and Naeem talked, and Kiara said she got 3 boys, and then Naeem, and I was like, okay, Naeem, go ahead with the bed and everything, cute and everything. I was feeling her. Telling her he got like 5 kids with 3 baby mamas. I said, oh no. And then she said, so we're going to have some drama going on. He said, no, at first it was, but it's like we got to have things handled. And I said, how are things handled? Because, and then, are you planning to want more kids? Because I didn't become no baby number 4 like thinking Summer Walker. Baby number 4. Because she wrote a whole song about it too. Remember, she wrote a whole album. And one of the songs talked about how she was baby mama number 4. So I said 5 kids. I said, so what you overcompensating for? And maybe I think because he was adopted, he feel like the love that he have his own children, he want to create that bond with the kids. But I said 5 kids from 3 different women. I said, you maybe need to want to calm down. You want to calm down. So that was like something that was like taken aback. Like I said, ladies are feeling Eddie. Eddie is just, a lot of people say, oh my gosh, Eddie's tall, he's nice, good looking. I say, yeah, I see why the papers like, but Eddie said he has a daughter and whatnot. And then Jay and True, and then we saying him and baby mama, because he had 2 kids and the baby mama was 11 years, and said why they ended for 11 years. So when he was saying that, I think he said he would get off his player face or like that, and she saw True couldn't get over that player thing when he said player. I said maybe that's not the word to use, and I understand what he was meant. Now she's thinking that you was a player, and then she was at her tennis race, but he said it's afraid of commitment. I said, is it afraid of commitment? Because I don't show you, because you kind of projecting and probably assuming that he had afraid of commitment because him and the baby mama ended after 11 years. And he explained that it was really young, and he got married, I think, in the early 20s. It's like that, and went together, and maybe him and the baby mama felt like we got married too young, we became too grown, and life is life, and we in two different directions. So not because he's afraid of commitment and whatnot. And I said, yes, I understand that people might feel like, but the NOBO goal, I think people think is marriage. And because the person's been together for a long time and there was no marriage, automatically make somebody think that that person is afraid of commitment. I said, I don't think that's afraid of commitment. I think that's it's very committed to be with someone for at least over 10 years. That's commitment to me. Because just because a marriage was not the end goal, doesn't mean that person is afraid of commitment. So I think it was a big of a stress for her to assume that, but I even asking the full details of what happened. And then if he explained the details, and then you see why, then you understand the reason, then maybe you could think it's commitment issues if we get the full story, background story on what happened. But I think you jumped the gun, True. You jumped the gun. So when all is said and done, after the whole mixer and everything, the people who were in the bottom was Will, because they say the ladies feel like he jokes, and they want to know if he could be serious. And our ladies feel like Naeem having too many kids, it was too much for them. That's I don't know if we can deal with you if you get with 5 kids and 3 baby mamas. I don't know. So you think you want to get on the show? Think you gonna get somebody else? Hell to the no, because I'm gonna click. You ain't having nothing over here. So they feel like Will is not ready to love, and that's that. And then they put the bottom Sahara and True, because when they feel for Sahara, they feel like Sahara may be the homie vibe, and not of a friend, and not flirting, being feminine, and to lead to femininity, and more so be a homie. And then True and behind, they felt like she was an interviewer, and every time she would have diagonal questions. Tell me about you. What it is? This is that. This is that. I said, can you let the conversation flow before you start asking down someone questions back to back to back and trying to ask me the questions? So people gonna feel like you are in an interview, then trying to get to know someone. As we get to know someone, you ask questions, yes, and then you respond to that. Then you have a communication, you have a conversation. Then you ask the questions. That's how we go back and forth and learn from each other. So they decided to give Will and Sahara another chance. And I said, that's nice. It's a good curveball. And I said, good. I was like, don't eliminate us from early. Give them another chance. And then after the second chance, and they still in the bottom, then you can eliminate them. And that's what will happen. So Will said he's not looking for someone, a serious person. He looks for someone who could joke with him and laugh with him and everything. He don't want someone who take things so too seriously. And I said, oh, child, maybe you need to start taking some things seriously. Then maybe you probably have some candidates that will a woman that you could be with. But okay, maybe you can find a woman who just like you. So hopefully, good luck to you. Goodbye. And Sahara said she got her secret potion on. She said, I got my secret potion on, so I'm gonna be doing different. I'm gonna take this criticism. After Sahara was in the bottom, she told the people in the first half, I don't F with none of y'all back there. I don't F with none of y'all. Get the F on face. I don't care what y'all gotta say. I said, girl, calm down. Okay. You don't F with them, but then you had to cut them off like that because you never know. They maybe could give you another try. They just wanted to tell you to give you a criticism. And I think you took the criticism and do better this time. Well, she did. She did. So I said, girl, you had to do all that. Learn from this. Right? So Cisco, he had his shirt on, right? And then it was so hot. So when he was talking to someone, Shanice, and I said, oh, did I show you Shanice? Oh, no, I don't think I showed you Shanice. Hold on, let me show you Shanice. I think I showed you everybody else but her. Here you go. That's Shanice right there. Shanice is a residential rehabilitation Habilitation Agency CEO. That's just an outfit she wore the first day. I was like, girl, I don't know why you would write that there because something gonna pop out. The ties gonna pop out. But sure right. He was on Shanice and he said, you don't mind taking my shirt off? It's hot. He took it off. And he got the muscles, And I said, you did that because you got like that, and people gonna be interested in looking at your body. Because when he did that, people was like, oh my gosh, she got the body, yeah, the muscles. And yes, it's the definition. And he was sweating. Yes, he was sweating. But I said, girl, you sweat a lot. Bring a freaking um, a washcloth or something to wipe a little mini towel to dap yourself up when you in warm weather like that, or go inside. But even when he was inside, he did that. So we know he's Shanice says she wants someone with that kind of look, the Puerto Rican Dominican look. I said, oh, that's fine. That's your preference. But the way how she said it kind of made I said, okay, you say you want a person with that look, Puerto Rican Dominican. I was saying, oh, that's interesting. So he took off his shirt. And then later on inside, he took off his shirt too. I said, are you leading with your body? And I know how sometimes when guys say the woman lead with their sex or lead with their body, so like that, they judge them. So I need y'all to do the same thing with Cisco because he know what you're doing. Like you keep taking off your shirt, I said, so somebody asked him if he had a dad bod with the belly and everything, you took off your shirt still? He said, yeah. I said, okay, if you will do the same thing. And I feel like you're doing it because you got muscles and you know how people will be fawning over your body. And I think you use that to distract them. So you don't have to answer the hardcore questions and whatnot. Now, he was talking to Tay. Now, Tay was like a Cisco because she said, oh my God, she big like that thing because, she like the tall, muscular person. So Tay was like him. And then he said, oh, his ex he was dealing with, she had a lot of insecurities. So she came to a relationship with insecurities or what? And then she said a lot of insecurities. But then he said he cheated in the past. So I said, oh, you know why she had insecurities, right? Because you was cheating. You cheated on her. So I don't know why I act like when you said stuff like that, it makes it seem like, oh, the person got a lot of insecurity. That's why I broke up the relationship with her. And not realize you was the reason why I broke up because you cheated. I said, okay. And I think when he mentioned that, Ted kind of like shifted her energy. And he felt it. And she was like, nah, it's like, I'm not going to judge you because that's in your past. And I said, when people mention that they cheated in a relationship, past relationship, they want to know how they want to see how you engage them and how you respond. Because I'm all for people to be honest about what happened in the past and have you learned from that. But also you got to understand when these type of shows and everything, it's always a time and place. And you always want to know, judge people why they tell you certain things at certain points so quickly like that. That mentioned that the fact that he mentioned like that, and he see her react, and she gave that response. He wanted to judge to see if she will be willing to take what he ditch out if this happened again. Whatever. I don't know. Sometimes I don't think too much about things, but sometimes that's what happens. It's like, what the reason why you would mention all that? So and they said someone had insecurities and not realize you was a part of the insecurities. So trying to make it seem like this girl was crazy for no reason. I said, I know I'm going to side eye you, Cisco. I'm going to side eye you, Cisco. So Rose said she got her spiritual beliefs. And I said, everybody thinks spirituality is different. So how you define your spiritual is what it is. Because I said, what is mean to be spiritual to you, Rose? And she said she wants someone to have the same mindset. So I said, everybody's spirituality is different. So how you define it, that you want someone to have the same mindset, you got to define what your spirituality is. Do you believe in a higher power, but don't go to church, or you go to church, and what is your spiritual thing say to you? And then we got like Rose and Hussein connected, and they talked a lot, and they talked about his interior design and everything. He was tall because it's different. You know, when he told like that, yes, he used to play basketball, and people think something different. People will not think he would be an interior designer. So you know, that's cute for him. And when we got also Khalil was talking to Rocky most of the time. I think they was monopolizing the time with each other, Rocky and Khalil. So it's kind of like probably hurt Khalil in the end because the other ladies realized they didn't get a chance to connect with him because he spent most of his time with Rocky. Even though him and Rocky had a good connection going back and forth, they had a lot of similarities. It was a good flow of conversation that you expect to have someone if you're in a partnership. There's someone you can have a flow conversation with, and it doesn't seem forced, and it seems great. So whoever's in the bottom was Will and Khalil, and I said Will. He didn't take the notes that was given to him and apply it because he kind of did the same thing. I guess he was nervous or something because he kept doing the nervous laughing. I said, "Boy, bye, get out of here." He was doing all that, and it was nothing. So he had no romantic connection. Nobody could have had any romantic connection with Will. They feel like he's a jokester and a person we're gonna be friends with in a romance level. No. So because Will was in the bottom twice in a row, he not getting no third chances. So that's that. Now Khalil, he spent more time with one person, so hopefully next time he get to spend time with different people and see what connects. And if Rocky is the person at the top of his list, then Rocky will be at the top of his list soon. But he needs to explore with other ladies to see if he connected any more with other people. And the ladies, it was down to Shanice and Cooley. They feel like Shanice was a business date, more of a business professional date, more of a personal date. Because she was finding out, she's like, listen, I got this job. I'm a 401k and I work in security and I do this and I'm doing project management and I work in the fields and I work on this and I rent apartments and I live in a house and I do this and this and I do all that and I clean up apartments and I clean all of this and I was a concierge and I was a doorman for 10 years and then I was doing all that and I was a porter and then I was working at a leasing major and I would say, girl, can you stop listening on your resume? Like, girl, we're not here for the business. We're not doing a business connection or expo that you need to connect and drop your accolades. We trying to get to know each other, and that's all you lead with your success, which is fine. We love to lead with success, but at the same time, man was saying like we don't care about your success, we just care about you, a person. So they sent Cooley home because they felt like Cooley was mostly a surface level. She was surface level. So Tommy said, okay, it wouldn't be fair if I gave people another chance and I want to give you. So what would you say if I give you a second chance? She said, I would tell you, do not waste your motherfucking time. Do not waste my motherfucking time. I said, oh, girl, okay. Those people from Philly, they is cutthroat. They said, don't waste your motherfucking time because they don't want me. They don't want me. I'm good. I'm not trying to fight. With nobody. But I said, girl. He said, what if you didn't see the other 8 people? Will you be okay with? She said, hold up. Ooh, ooh. No, on second thought, I take my second chance. I said, that's right, girl. Don't cut your foot up early, girl, because you have another chance. And that's what it says. If you give you a second chance to meet other people, and she was so cut through her, she said, don't waste my motherfucking time. I said, girl, calm down. You meet other people. When they say you're gonna meet other people, she said, oh, okay. No. I'm going back. I said, girl, okay. And then next week they're gonna combine the 2 groups together. They will have another final mixer, and then everybody get together, and then they're gonna start the elimination stuff like that. I said, oh, that's cute. So far, Will got sent home. All right, last topic, and then we get out of here. Married at first sight. Yo. Listen, y'all. Married First Sight. Next week is decision day for the last two couples who did not make the decision yet, or whether they want to stay married or they gonna go their separate ways. I know one couple of the one half that's left. I feel like they're gonna say no. I feel like they came in there, they know they'll have that romantic connection. It's Warner Carter. I feel like they're gonna say no. This is my predictions. I feel like Warner Carter gonna say no because they realize that it's more of a friendship. It's not romance with each other, and I don't know would they ever get to that point of romance. So if y'all ain't get to the point now for the 2 months y'all been staying together, and y'all ain't getting hot and heavy, and y'all ain't getting intimacy, it's not happening now. And Camille Thomas, I feel like they're the only couple that may say yes, but we don't know. I feel like if it's no reassurance in the future, I feel like Thomas most likely will probably say yes. Camille is the one that probably is the person that will tie the break and see if she will say yes or no. I feel like he will say yes. I think we don't know about her. But the other three couples, we'll get into that. All right, so I left off of episode 15, episode 16, and this is season 18. And this is what happened. This was a cabin trip. So I'm going to break it down to y'all to break it down, right? So Michelle is still investigating because she said, listen, I don't know. Because that text message, because, David saying that he sent that text message to Tiffany. And I said, nah, we know who that person is. They don't think it's Tiffany. Because you try to say it was a cousin first, and then that ain't work. Now you say it's a Tiffany. And then David started piping up. He said, I don't give a damn anymore. I'm trying to ask you questions. What you want from me? Because it is what it is. Believe what you want. But I'm not explaining anything more. That's it. Finito. I said, oh, okay. You had to cut though. So Michelle started to do more investigation. So she talked to Alan, and Alan had no clue about a lot of things. And I said, I'm going to talk to you, Alan. He had no clue about things. And then she starts kind of let him thinking about things, like seeing in his hand about the nights. And she explained about the night and how Madison and David and Carla was out that night, and the text messages and the text messages was sent. Then the night was together, and he said to me by mistake, and it was the one person, and he mostly supposed to send it to that Tiffany, but I know Tiffany is Madison. This is Madison right here, right here. This is Madison Allen, and this is David Michelle. So Michelle was investigating, and she was trying to put two pieces together because she had an inkling and hunch that it could be Madison is the one that David was talking to and saying that, oh, you look so good because I would eat you up. That's what he said. Now, if he never would have sent that text to Michelle, I don't think we would have had all this going on. We probably would have had to continue on this thing and do decision day before you can say no. But since he sent that text to Michelle, and he said that to the wrong person, and then he was lying about this, and every time confronted, he kept making up lies, which I don't understand why you need to lie when you could have just told the truth and be upfront with it, especially when we know that you and Michelle's relationship wasn't something that was going anywhere. So ain't no reason for you to lie. It wasn't no reason for you to lie because she was not going to take you back. She was not going to take you and say yes to the decision day. She was never going to say yes. So stop that. So she's investigating. So she went to Madison. Michelle talked to Madison. And this is how Michelle was getting it. She said, I want to talk to you and everything because he sent me messages to me. And she just said, I have an inkling it could have been you. I want to know, do you believe he said that text to you? She said, and Madison said, I don't think so. I said, that's a wrong answer. Say, girl, why would you say I don't think so? If I were Madison, I said, girl, how dare you think I'll be the one that he would text you? Like, what kind of girl you think I am? I ain't no freaking home wrecker. I don't do no shit like that. I would never. No. Like, listen, if I did, you would not get, I don't think so. I said, girl, how dare you even assume that I'll be the one? No, I'm not that person. No, like, so you left open like that. So that answer right there made Michelle feel a little bit more suspicious about Madison. And then Madison said, no, me and David don't text each other. Me and David only text about gym stuff. Now, we can't get no information from David because David said he deleted the text messages, he deleted the contact. He said he sent it to Tiffany, and he deleted Tiffany contact. Then the first time he said the cousin sent him some food, and he looked at the food and he was liking the food. He said he would eat that food up, but he said you don't say he would like to eat it. He said he would eat you up. That's different. So and then there was no picture. The cousin said no. He just asked me to cover for him. So that was that, and I didn't like to be bitten of this. So I said, now you did the contact with Tiffany, but we know the person is Madison. So Madison said, no, me, David, only text about gym stuff. We only text about gym stuff. I said, okay. That's what Madison said. So then later on, they talked again, Madison, Michelle. And Madison, Michelle, I said, okay, let's talk about it. She said, oh, you want to get my phone? You want to see the proof? I can get you the proof. I got nothing to hide. I said, go get the phone. Baby, get the phone. Right? The contact of David. Not there. I said good because you could delete his content just like he deleted the content himself. But okay, David. I think it said David's name, but it was blank. So like that. I try to remember. What was his name? Let me see. Let me go along. Let me check it out. Let me check what it was there. Yeah. So they check the phone. Go through it, don't do it, and it says David. And you know, sometimes when you say the name, you will see the messages or whatever, like mixed calls or messages or thread or something like that. How many times? You know, the new smartphones tell you the history of the person. It didn't show that. So she said, okay. Like, so she said she never got that text. That text about, oh, you eat or whatever like that. But she said they talked about stuff like that. She said, okay, we don't got that text. That's fine. So I said, let's go to your text messages. So you say you was texting David gym stuff. When she scrolled down, it was no messages from David. I said, oh, how convenient, girl. You delete that too. I said, girl, if you go delete something, why did you delete everything? You delete everything, and that don't make sense for why you delete everything, because now it confirms that yes, you and David were talking, because that proof should have show proof that you only talked to him with gym stuff. But now that you have no messages for him, showing that you was covering up something. Because you said at your mouth, y'all was texting about gym stuff. So if y'all was texting about gym stuff, that messages about the gym stuff will still be there. Minus eat you up comment. Because she said she never got it. Okay, you never got that, but then you said you got no messages on your phone. That don't make sense because you just said not 2 minutes ago you was him texting each other. So I said, oh, Madison, now you're not a good liar yourself. You lying a hell of a good time for Matt Allen, but you're not a good liar now. Because now your lies are being exposed. Because that's happening and her walls are crumbling down because, you know, Michelle is hot on that seat. So producer talked to Madison and said, girl, what's going on? I was like, what you want to do? And I said, I don't know because I don't want to hurt her. I said, oh, so now you started confessing about things. She said, I don't want to hurt him. I said, yes, it's not good. I need to talk to him. And I don't look like I can talk to him. So Madison and David talked. And then we got this scene that Madison said, oh, I do like you and everything. And I said that. I just, my feelings are good for you. And I said that he felt the same way. I said, no, this is not the first time y'all expressed y'all feelings towards each other. So miss me with that, thinking that this is the first time y'all expressed y'all feelings for each other. No, it's not. I think it's happened a long time ago. Y'all was sneaking around and then y'all got caught. Sneaking around. And you know what's messed up thing about this? The person who gonna be hurt the most is this guy right here, and I want to give him a hug, Alan. It makes it like Alan is a bum bitch, and he's not. And the only thing Alice has an issue for is that he romanticizes people in front of him, and he always put people please, and he just start doing things for himself and not doing things for others, and start having his intuition and start listening to his intuition and his gut instincts, and lead to that. Because he had many signs that Madison was not for him. Madison was not even hugging the guy. Madison wasn't even giving him a kiss. She had found a lot of issues about him. It came a distance and dangling some kind of like hope that he will continue on, even though he know from the beginning that she was up to no good. Come home all late hours of nighttime, thinking it in the household. She tried. I said, see, she was working you to death. She was working you, Alan. And you kept falling for it, and kept falling for it, and kept falling for it. Madison for the streets. She is for the streets. All the way for the streets. And then she get upset when he called her transactional. I said, and now that probably was a bad word. But the way how you acting, you all doing what he's saying you all doing. You are transactional and you are party girl. Because you all for the party girl. How the hell you keep creeping in and thinking 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, every time in the morning, creeping in the time, and then the episode showed that you and David was coming in the same time. See, I Ben was doing this. And the effed up about this, that Michelle and Madison, y'all must be good friends. Now, I don't think y'all was the best of friends. Y'all friends to the point that y'all all is in this unorthodox kind of scenario where it's not a traditional marriage. So y'all in this process together. So y'all all have a bond experience that nobody will understand. And the fact that Michelle and Madison, y'all probably was connected with each other, sharing each other about their marriages. And Madison know about that. And Michelle was agreeing even her grievances about David. And then you was the one sitting there trying to get her advice and everything, knowing you was the one talking to her man. Now, granted, Michelle didn't care for David. Didn't. At all. But she's not the reason, and she's not was blamed for his actions. Madison and David, y'all are dead wrong. And the problem is, it's not the fact that y'all got together and y'all fell for each other, because this process is very short and simple. My thing is, why could y'all wait for 8 weeks? Y'all could wait 2 months and all it takes. And y'all didn't have to do things together. Because we see season before when couples did not make it, they would continue the process on their own and separately and talk to the counselors and go to decision day, say decision day, and say no. Or they would end the process early and say, no, today's my decision day, or this is done. I don't want to be with this person. It's happened. So you didn't have to continue pretending in a relationship, David, pretend, oh, Michelle, her honesty is sexy, and this is that. And try to act like you would continue on and try to work it out. At the same time, entertaining Madison. So now, we probably understand why David did what he did. The problem that we don't like is that why you had to lie and why you was not upfront about it, or why you couldn't just say end the relationship early with Michelle, say you not treating me right. I don't want to be with you. This is that, and I'm done. Or straight to the man. So listen, I found a connection with someone else early before Alan and Michelle got deep into a relationship. In both parts. Madison, you doing all this with David and pretending you doing time with Alan. No, you don't want Alan, but give him a little bit of help. And that's the problem I had with Alan. Alan kept doing too much, knowing that he knew you was not the person for him. Or he knew in the beginning, because when all shit went down, after Madison and David talked, and they had to hug it out moment because they confessed their feelings for each other. Not the first time, thinking that's the first time, no. Because they kept saying it happened since the gym. They connected the gym in the honeymoon. That's the honeymoon. That was the first or second week of that freaking at the marriages. So y'all connected from the honeymoon and y'all stayed in contact with each other ever since then, the whole process. So David, you act like you was trying to work with Michelle, knowing damn well you working with Michelle and talking to Vic Madison. And Madison, you doing all this stuff every night, coming home late in the hours, and making Alan feel like he's tripping and coming at you wrong for coming home late in the night. David talked to Alan. I said, why David talking to Alan? Why Madison can tell Alan? David told Alan, and then David told Alan about him and Madison and whatnot. She know more about me than my own wife and this is that. And then Alan said, "Oh, really? Fuck you and fuck her." He said, "No, you gonna fuck me, but don't say nothing." I said, you don't tell him don't try to regulate my boo Alan and his emotions. He's he said fuck you and fuck her, and he said it again. Now he's upset. Now everybody started knowing things. It was going on, and then he going outside. He about to leave, and then trying to calm him down. He said, "Okay," and he just kept going. And then Warren trying to talk to him. Warren trying to say, man, you gotta leave." I said, "Warren, we don't want to hear none of that. Go sit your little mustache down somewhere and go dance somewhere." Yes, I said it. And then they trying to calm him down. He was hot. He was really hot. Because one time he said, "Listen, I spent $3,000 for this coat for this bitch." I said, "Oh, you was hot, Ellie." Don't get me wrong. Y'all don't know my favorite curse word. But damn. I was like, "Oh, you mad." I was like, "Come on, we get it. Let it out. We don't blame you. We understand. But let it out. That's it. Don't let her get you up, quote. Don't let her get you riled up." And he going off. But I would say, Alan, you did all that stuff because you trying to press the girl so much. You didn't have to spend your money like that. You had to get the Invisalign, the $3,000 clothes, all that for the woman to like you. No. You had to do that for yourself. But you wasn't doing that for yourself. You were doing that for her. And that's the issue. Do we? Yeah, I just still want these pictures out. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing that. That's the issue. So I was like, oh. So he came inside. He got to leave. He said he got to leave. He going to take an Uber home because, he was drinking, so he ain't going to drive home like last time. He drove there. But so he going to leave the car there. He going to take an Uber home. He cannot stay at the house. And that's what happened. He got his stuff. He had to leave and whatnot. Not before he threw the cup down, kicked the cabinet, punched the cabinet. I said, "Ooh, you mad? You need a hug?" And then went outside, then went upstairs. When I didn't like upstairs, like, "Michelle, you did all this, right? But you didn't hug Alan. You didn't console him. You did none of that. You just said, I didn't want to be true, Alan." I said, "Girl, you wanted to be true. You wanted to be right. Yes, it's not act like you wanted to be right. Now you was hoping it was not going to be Madison the easy access, but the easy access was. So yes, you was hoping that wouldn't be because you didn't want to believe it. But you had an inkling, and your inkling was right. But the fact that he poured his heart out, he said, "Listen, I don't want to say or do something in front of you that I regret, so I'm just going to have respect for you and not answer," or something like that, whatever he said. He said, I respect that. And he had to go, and he just said, "Listen, it's just like, it's the time I'm looking at this girl. She looked at me in disgust sometimes and everything, and I'm talking to her. And yes, women who stepping out on their husband relationships, and they don't want, and they stepping out and they doing something and they like it, they start looking at their own husbands as disgust. They start finding ways. It's like, I'm disgusted by you. Why are you touching me? Why are you doing this? Let's get away from me. Go with your boys. Get out my face. Like they start doing stuff like that. They don't want to be around with you. That he starts seeing that. So I said, okay, so that's some signs that she's showing you. Yes, it was something going on. And he kept ignoring it. So that's why I said, like, Alan, you got to take responsibility of yourself because You kept romanticizing. That's what Carla. That's why I call her. Carla, that's episode 16. Tell everybody straight up. She told Madison, "Listen, I can't fuck with a bitch like you. I can't." She said it like that, but I like to spice it up. So I can't mess with this girl like you because we always friends and we had trust, and you broke the trust circle. You broke you broke it. So I can't be with someone like you who would do stuff like that, who would do grimy, dirty stuff like that. I can't. And then David was talking, and then Carla was looking at David's like, that's why I call her. She was looking like, that's why I call her. I was like, go ahead and call her and tell everybody no. And Madison, Alan came back in the house. He had to get his stuff. Alan got his freaking plastic bag, Ziploc bag, of putting his freaking slapping your mama seasonings in that bag because Alan's a cook, and he was packing. I was like, you gonna take your seasoning back home? And that's why he said, y'all deserve this seasoning. Like, here, get here, come in here, put in here, crack his stuff, get his car so he could drive home. And he just want to know if they slept in the same bed and all that stuff. He appreciate y'all, and he just got sad. That's what Carter said. Listen, next time. Now he said because of this, now he gonna go into the next relationship, having trust issues and having a hard time to question the person. I said, yes, you might have that, but at the same time, Alan, you have to take responsibility. Next time, listen to your guts, because Carter said you had the instance. You should listen to that and listen to it more and stop romanticizing when it's funny you. And he said he was about to do that, but every time he would discuss with her and she was giving him hope. I said, F that hope. That's empty promises. I get a little tired of broken promises, Kitty trying to tell y'all. No broken promises around here. And she kept showing you no broken promises. So you should have realized that she wasn't staying truthful to that. So all that hope she was trying to give you, you was romanticizing it. And you was hoping that she would turn around for you. Because you probably would never put a mask. And I said, when you looking at Alan and you saw Alan's episode, I said, Alan, you not a bad looking dude. Hell, if Alan was in playing for my team, I would mess with him. I mess with him like the swirl. But I gotta be careful with the swirl. So sometimes day and age, you never know. But you go. I want to entertain it. I want to entertain it. I am home. Hey, you need a hug? Here, hug my chest. You're not a bad looking dude, but I said you need to have some self-esteem because nobody can find it attractive when you always people pleasing them. No, you got to stand up for yourself. I said, no, I'm not doing that. It's okay to have your own identity and not be so wrapped up with somebody else. And that's the problem. You need to learn from that. And I think I think his family said that like Alan has an tendency to overdo something for the person, always please the person, overdo what that person wants. And I said, no, you need to start learning from yourself and take yourself. So Adam went home. He said he didn't want to talk to Madison. Now Madison said she needed to talk to Adam and hit her side because this is the thing Madison was doing. Madison did what she did, but then she don't want nobody to look at her as a bad person or as a villain. I said, no, good. You don't try to, you can't try to sugarcoat this or make it sweet. No, you did what you did. You and David was wrong for how y'all approached it. It's not because y'all got together, it's how y'all handled it. Y'all wrong for how y'all handled this. And now you try to talk to every group of people and try to make them seem like you're not this bad person and you didn't do that much. And they had to understand you and this was happening. You didn't, nah. And everybody was calling you out on it. Especially Carla. Carla was calling you out on it. Kabir was saying this and this, that. Everybody was saying, listen, Madison, it's not good. It's not the fact that y'all liked each other, the fact that when y'all went about it and y'all should have did something different. Even Wall told David and told David the same thing. I said, y'all went about this the wrong way. And now Wall said something good. He said, listen, how you will, if y'all get together, the challenge y'all will have with each other is the trust. Because how y'all got together, now the trust will be not there because y'all can't trust each other because how y'all got together. Because now you think that person gonna step out with somebody else, she gonna think you stepping out with someone else because y'all got together by stepping out and cheating on each other. Or y'all would be great for each other, and y'all would make a whole long, happy life. Because everybody's against y'all, so you're gonna prove to everyone y'all could do it. So everybody left the cabin. Alan's home. Alan was pissed. Alan was waiting until an exhale moment. He took the photo albums. He ripped the photos albums in half. He said, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. He took the vials. He burned that vials. Poof, poof, bam, good on. He broke the glasses, the Mr. and Mrs. glasses, and he got his stuff, and he left out of there. Now, Madison came in the house. She said, "Oh my God!" She called her friend and said, "I can't believe it. Alan did this. He broke the glasses. He broke the values." And she said, "Oh my God! What kind of man is that psycho behavior?" I said, "Girl, shut up." So both friends of David and Michelle is calling these girls and this guy act like they didn't do something wrong. Call them out as good friends. So y'all got guest friends. Who these other friends gonna let you think what you did is okay? And then she said, you gotta get, that the friend said, you gotta get him some time. He to think over it because you did messed up and whatever. And see, hopefully he will hear you out. But you gotta give him some time. Because she did text Alan, and Alan said, please don't text me anymore. Your words don't mean nothing right now. Goodbye. First of all, I don't even want to text her back. She would have got blocked. That message, I probably will never see that message. After I find out what you did, you would have got blocked. So David talked to his friend, and his friend was there and called him out on his behavior either. I said, "Oh, what kind of friends y'all got on the TV? Whatever." So Michelle talked to Pastor Cal, and Michelle told Pastor Cal everything, and he apologized to Michelle. He said, "You did not deserve this, even though your process with him was slow, burning, and you didn't get what y'all want. The results you don't deserve to be happen and be cheated on. At the end of the day, it was a marriage, and it was a marriage, and." That's that. So Pastor Cass said we definitely will be talking to David and Madison. Now before that, it meant in a catchy. Oh my gosh, that catchy! I can't stand looking at him. I'm glad this is the last time we're going to see him, unless it's a reunion. We guys probably see the reunion, but we'll see. Got there the experts: Dr. Pepper, Pastor Cal, and Dr. Pia. He come in and sit down, say hey, Eminem came in a nice orange dress, looking good. And Catchy came in looking those dusty like he always is, giving the big ass glasses, and he on that scene acting like he about to cry. And so he's like, it's like they saying, so what was your reason for coming in that freaking retreat with a divorce paper? One page. He come with divorce papers. He came with paper, a page. Only the first page. I said, how you think someone will sign this? Like that was whack. And he said he wanted. I said it was not my intention to embarrass you and those all that. And it's like I was like, oh, child, whatever. So what's going on with this? He said, no, I don't want to be in a relationship anymore. I said, damn, it's about time. And them said, I was glad you get a divorce. We need a divorce. And so that's good. End it. Because I was tired of the experts trying to force MM to take this guy back, to make it work with him. And I was getting pissed with the experts. Especially Dr. Pia. Because I don't know what's going on with Dr. Pia. Because she had she had a hard on for thinking hard on for thinking Akechi and going hard towards MM. Especially when y'all know what the hell he's doing. Because granted, if it was anything that he said was true about MM, they would have showed it. Because y'all know they would have loved to show a woman acting out and going crazy over a black man. Yes, crash out woman. Yeah, they would love to show it. So no, a lot of stuff that he's saying it was what happening was about based on facts. It was based on how he felt and how he was trying to twist the events to make himself like she was doing this and that's why I pulled away. No. So a man finally gave a dose of his medicine. He said, I wish you the worst. And my mom wished him peace. She said, oh, not rest in peace. She said, nah, not wishing peace. Just rest in peace. My mom was in peace. And then she said she wrote a letter to my departed. I know that's right. I don't care nobody say. I was here for them doing that. And ma'am have every right to do that, and I was here for it. I don't care about nobody saying she a crash out. She shouldn't say none of that. I said, boy, bye. All that time of season, he was calling her aggressive. He was calling her an asshole. He was on applying that she was predatory. She doing too much. She don't have fun. She belittling me. She thinks she better than me. All that stuff she didn't say and do. But you were saying that. So she had a fine. She said she read her letter, and she said she you need to listen to therapy. You should do therapy. And she said, listen, this is an actual forms of delicious dissolution of a marriage. And I was here for it. And that's that. And he got up and walked away. And here go Dr. Pierre. And man, I said, shut the fuck up. I said what I said. Dr. Pierre, shut up. Shut up. I don't care what a man was doing. And now, man, what? And man, what? And the man took her stance, and said, listen, I had to say what I had to say, and I understand what I said. He said what all stuff. It was not based on facts, and I had to give it out again. And that's what it is. Thank you. Bye-bye. I'm done. Shout out to everyone that had fun. This is MMA catch you right here. And then the experts talked to David and Madison. They was upset. Let me take this down because we don't need the pictures anymore. Y'all know what they look like. David and Madison. And they was upset. It says, so what's going on? So explain to her how y'all get down, how this happened. They say it started from the honeymoon, and then from the honeymoon, we got to be talking to angels, connecting, and on the treadmill, and for hours, and like that. And then we started hanging out and everything like that. So I was just saying, okay, all y'all been intimate? No, if you say a hug, intimate. I said, boy, you know the F he say want to be intimate. He loved to play these figure mind games and word games. I said, boy, have you been fucking? Yes, I'm on one. They said, Mr. Carl there. I said, I am calm. Listen, I'm passionate. I won't talk about it. Ass like that. And he said, no, they just be hugging. They said, well, explain to me. Nobody gonna send a text like that. You look so fine. I will eat you up if y'all never been intimate. And I said, yeah, that's right. You never. Because if you send some text like that and y'all never get to that point, that person gonna think that you harassing them. It's sexual harassment. That's like a sexual harassment. I said, we didn't get down like that for you to say you want to eat me up. Who the hell? Since when? We didn't flirt. We didn't do none of that. So why you would think you would have sent a text like that to me? Weird. And like people was really hooking up. So no, David, you can't convince us to think that you and Madison. She said, so they said, so why are you having to get intimate? Because we're married. I said, oh shit, no, you're married. Oh, we didn't know that. I wish you knew that before. Oh, then now you want to do, because we married. I said, so y'all didn't think about being married when y'all was speaking about it at 2 o'clock in the morning, eating tacos late at night, coming home at the same time. Oh, now y'all married. And then you know what? She do all that up on her feelings for him and say, oh, she want to take it slow and I don't want to rush things with your friends and get to know him. I said, girl, bye. No, we have to do all that. You did all that sneaking around. Now it's in the front because now you don't want to feel like you're a villain or man look like a bad guy. Now you want to push things back. Here Daddy would say, I'm smitten by you. You just made me laugh. And I'm just happy for you. And this bad, see myself with you. Like I see me marry you. So like, and, I just want to take it slow. I want to take it down. I said, girl, you want to do all that to take it slow? Girl, miss me with that. Now you want to take it slow. Now that because the backlash is on you. The heat is on you. They don't say take it slow down. You better go balls are blazing. And then next week, You talk about how Michelle back, and Michelle said, "I'm right here. Do you want to talk about it?" She said, "I said, what you want to say? What you want to do?" I said, not for you matching freaking colors with David. After you say you're gonna be taking slow about this, how y'all going? What taking slow mean? Because y'all matching and stuff, and then you poking up in the freaking thing with Michelle. I said, "What's going on here?" You got some nerve, Madison. But hey, if you're gonna be a villain, be a villain. Don't be a villain and then backtracking. No, stand 10 toes down. You and David. Yes, I did what I did. I said what I said. We did what we did. And this is what I finished. Deal with it. I want to respect you more than you try to do all this freaking clean up act. No. I ain't like Alan. Me and Dave were cool. And that's that. Now, I know somebody posted pictures on Reddit of Madison's sister and her husband and how they would look kind of like that guy. And I said, oh my God, I saw the picture. I said, oh, shoot, they do look alike. That's kind of weird. That's kind of weird. And then Pastor Cal coming over, he said, listen, Madison, you said you don't want no personal color. You only want white. And that's like that. Because that's what the day. And they put a thing. And I said, she didn't even say it like that. She said, in a marriage, she will prefer Caucasian men, but she's open to others. She never closed it off. Because I said, if you only want certain things, you will be closed off definitive. Like I said, I have a preference for Black and Latino men. However, I have dated and messed around with other people in other races. And I'm not closed off of someone who's outside my preference because you never know. That's me not saying, oh, it's definitive. It gotta be a black and Latino man. No. I prefer it, but it is what it is. So I said, so we trying to say, like, and she said, oh, in the real world, you wouldn't even entertain a David. And she said it may be fair or not. Maybe she will still entertain him. You never know. What is the marriage aspect? I don't know. I don't feel like married. To be honest, I don't think Madison wanted to be married. I think she got on the show to get on the show for some reason. To pretend to air that she could get married. But then realize she don't be married because after the day, it's like, why the hell you want to be with David? You did all this stuff thinking around. Now you want to take a photo of friendship and trying to build up and go date? No, girl. Oh, I said a lot for y'all. Anything I missed? I think I said everything. But I was like, I said, okay, we'll see how that goes, y'all, because I messed up. So next week we got Carla and Thomas. No, Carla and Juan and Thomas and Camille to say they decision on decision day. Because next week's decision day, and then they're gonna have a gathering next week. No, a gathering afterwards when everybody get together again. I guess it might not catchy because Catchy don't rock with the group like that, and the group don't rock with Catchy. But I ain't no fun. This season not be bad, but I just say wish why they waited till the whole freaking last 2 episodes to drop all these bombs when they freaking teased up with a white swap or a couple swapping all season long. I said we wait till now till you tell us about all this. I said, yeah, speed it up next time. But then next season they're going on Peacock. It's not gonna be Lifetime anymore. I said, oh, so you go Peacock streaming services. Now there may be more stuff they could add because Peacock streaming services they could usually film things in a different angle than network television. Y'all know. If y'all know, y'all know. But that's that, y'all. So stay tuned for my traders review. It gonna be up probably this soon for y'all. My Madison, I forget about that. I didn't forget about my family fiance. I didn't forget about the next chapter of the next set of chapters for the members of the audio listening section. So I got a lot of things to get on, to catch up on. But I appreciate y'all. Please like the video. Replay game. Appreciate y'all. Help y'all make y'all comments down below. Tell me y'all thoughts about any one of these topics. I know a lot of people stop watching these shows, but I'm just watching this and watching and give y'all a little content. It's like that. But other than that, how do you feel about not enough diversity on melanin and Figure Love is Blind? I said this season I don't care. And I think they got tired of putting us on it and we get short in the sticks. So let us take a step back and see the foolishness of these dumbass dusty people here. Like, see what I'm saying? I'm over these foolish people. I am. So I'm just watching what the hell they're giving us. What other foolishness they're gonna give us? No, because it's struggle all over the place. Don't make it seem like black people are the only one struggling. No, we're not. Ready to love. I'm ready to see how the season goes. This is really got eye candy, ladies and gentlemen, and see how this season goes. Because it's up and down. And the man first sight, okay. I like y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through on a Thursday night replay game. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. And share me out. Until then, I'll talk to you later. If anything I missed, put it down in the comment section down below, okay? Peace out. All right, talk to you later. See you soon. Peace out.